site, use that phrase, connecting it to Sister's Witness, one of the crowning witness events in Colorado history, happened here with Sisters Arnett, Jackie, and Carol entering this site in 2002. That's how long ago that was. It doesn't seem like that long. It's also been the site of Carl Cabot's actions several times. We have done vigils here probably every year since about 2002, if not every year. And what else? It's the same in the sense that it's the same size bomb. There has been more technology worked into the bomb since then even, and they now have a video camera trained on the site, and that's new, say in the last couple of years. So, but that's a huge warhead there, although I like to call it a bomb. I like to call it a warhead, but it's a bomb somewhere around 20 times the size of the bombs that hit Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So they could vaporize thousands of people. You know, even the phrase bloody doesn't quite, you know, because it just scorches everybody into dust or bad air. There's 49 of these in Colorado. In this field out of Cheyenne, which sends the personnel out here, they come out on 3-day rotations to sit in a bunker about 10 miles from here and with their finger on the trigger. So the base is there. There are 150 in this field in all, 150 in a place in North Dakota, and 150 in Montana. All identical to this one. And they're all on alert, and they could be in another continent in a matter of about 20 minutes if they're fired. That's about how long it takes them. Because they get into space and they go very, very fast. I guess the other thing I would mention about this, I mentioned the Sister's Witness, but I know when I first heard about the story of Margaret Laybourne in 1959, with her babe in arms, standing outside the first Atlas deployment site. And she apparently was a lone protester that day when they put in missiles that were another generation earlier than these. So I guess I do that to say we're part of a tradition of people who have noticed this over the years. Not that we've been able to stop it, but we've not let it go on unnoted. And, you know, that's kind of our job here today, to tie it to some past history and hope that our continuing notice of this will eventually lead to change. And I know Barbara Huber, who's Sister's Witness for War coordinator.
Against war.
Just saying if you're paying attention. Anyway,
Yeah,
would you like to say a few words and give us a context here?
Well, you explained this very well, but I guess the thing that I think we're all aware of is that war is the business of our nation. And I don't know if many people think of it that way. But when you remember that practically every district in the country, every political district in the country, has some kind of hospital, training grounds, manufacture of weapons, something that means our economy is based on war. And that leaves our legislators who are talking about how sad it is, that we don't have jobs and all that stuff, and can't seem to figure out other ways of people getting jobs, having to protect those employed people. And I think of those people who have to not think about what they're doing, have to not, they're doing this little gadget, or they're doing this little thing that's far from the final product.
Yeah.
So I think they're people to pray for. Every once in a while we hear somebody who realizes and quits. And that's asking a lot of someone, maybe who has children, who has a lot of people he feels responsible for, or she. But I think it's possible. It's possible to do that. And some of us know that if you can live in some kind of community like neighborhoods, then it makes it even more possible. Mm-hmm. And so those are the kind of things I would hope that I know many of you are actually doing and witnessing by what you're doing. That's the witness, You're showing people how to live that way. And I think many other people would like to do that. But it takes courage, the first step to give up some of the things they always thought they needed and have come to find that it's a bunch of junk and they really aren't satisfied. So I guess I think we need to continue to pray for, but also, as most of the people here, by your very lives, by your very lifestyle, you witness to that. And you seem pretty happy, and you seem healthy, and you seem to have survived. And your children have gotten educated, and, the sky has not fallen on you.
Rather than indifference, we choose to be friends of the earth and of one another, not exploiters. We choose to be citizens rather than subjects. We choose to be peacemakers rather than peacekeepers.
We unite to resist the powers of death.
Before us today are set life and death.
We choose life that we and our children may live.
A litany of the bomb. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and God said, "Let there be light." And there was light, and the light was good. And God said, "Let there be life." And there was life, and the life was good.
The bomb exploded with a blinding flash in the sky, a great rush of air, a loud rumble of noise, a great cloud of dust and smoke, a pall of darkness. Fires sprang up, an immense firestorm.